and all the games in hand that they have, and you keep waiting for the team that made it to the Stanley Cup final just last season to wake up and contend for a spot in the playoffs. But here we are. Those games in hand are going to start whittling down, and they still haven't won consecutive games since a 4-game winning streak to start their season. So why have they struggled so much to find consistency?
You know, injuries have really hurt them for sure, in my opinion, but they've had a lot of adversity. Their season's been interrupted a couple of times. There's tons of excuses you can make up for the Dallas Stars, but I don't think they want to hear that. I think they recognize almost all the teams have had massive reasons or excuses to look at and say, well, it's not going our way. The Dallas Stars have got to find a way to get their mojo going. What that's going to take, I'm not sure. Change it up. Make them stay in a hotel, don't have a morning skate. I don't know what it is. Try everything you can, but something is not right with this club. They are a better club than they're performing. Yeah,
3, 4, and 8. That's the Dallas Stars' record in one-goal games. It's the worst in the NHL, so you know that something's not going right. But with that specific one-goal game category, what does that tell you about them?
You know what? It really surprises me because the strength of the Dallas Stars is that Khudobin continues to play well, like he did last year in the run to the finals. But also their D-core is so solid, and yet they continually have had horrendous luck. They give up untimely goals, freakish goals like you saw tonight for Tolvanen. A lot of things are just off for them. It's hard to pinpoint just one. That's what Rick Bowness has to figure out, though, and he needs to figure it out fast. There's still time for them to make the playoffs, but they got to get it going. They got to get on a bit of a run.
Okay, speaking of making the playoffs, let's take a look at the updated Discover Central standings, and you'll see the Stars in 7th place of 8 teams, only the Red Wings with fewer points. When you look at this picture, I'm just going to say the top 3 are a shoo-in at this point, just because of how good they've played so far to this point in the season. But then what? Who gets that 4th spot?
Well, right now, for me, I'd feel the best about the Blue Jackets. They've been pretty steady all year long. Chicago had a great run. They had a horrible start, then a great run. They've been trending downwards. And then the Dallas Stars, they're still my pick. When I look at this division and you just look at it from an analytical standpoint at their rosters, the Dallas Stars should make the playoffs literally in this division with the team they have like 90 out of 100 times.
Yeah, wow.
Could it just be one of those years for them where they just can't get it on track? Certainly, potentially, but I think Jim Nill's done a good job. They've got a lot of things going for them. It has been a bit of an enigma.
Yeah, and you look at those 8 losses in overtime or the shootout, and you think, those are 8 points. You're not going to win all of them, but those are 8 points. That would certainly
just
do a world of good. Think of where
more.
they'd be in the standings if they had those 8 points. So if it, what did we say, regression to the mean, if it all works out in the end?
They need progression to the mean.
They need progression. There you go.
They should be better than their record.
Okay, well, we'll certainly keep an eye on those Dallas